on TV that Amaechi, he bought his own with stolen money. And he is honest about it. Amaechi collected kickback. You awarded contract to road contractor. He gave you a gift of Rolls Royce. Ha! Nigeria politicians. Contractor decided to go and buy Rolls Royce, ship it to Nigeria, to give it to politician for awarding contract, road contracts to him. So just imagine what they are doing everywhere as we speak. No wonder Nigerians are very much comfortable because they will say, even if you don't want to steal, the office, if you just become governor for one day, or if I just become governor for 2 days, if I just sign, don't pretend that you've never heard that, or maybe you have never said it. Don't pretend though. Is that how you have said it yourself watching me? Or you've heard people say it. I just become Nigeria president for 3 months. First of all, last summer, so when you go into Nigeria politics, the people expect you to be a thief. They won't believe you if you say you are not a thief. It's not a thief. Who is believing this one? Amaechi's wife is collecting 4 billion naira every month to train Niger Delta women. On what? To train them on what or for what? So, Wike just said, or just told us that. And I don't think it's going to, criminals, openly, calling, challenging themselves based on your money they looted or they stole it, is one kind, And it's not only with the Wike that has been running mad, though. There is Lere, Olayinka, the one that was arrested for stealing 7 million naira when he was with Fayose. Fayose stole over 7 billion naira. He is still in court for stealing. Somebody who is as wicked as that. Mind you, that they call him Oshokomole. That is Fayose. All right. So Lere, Olayinka was with Fayose, where Fayose stole over 7 billion or so. Lere was diverting 7 million naira for a trip that he didn't go. That he didn't, go. And he collected the 7 million naira. They had to dock him for stealing. He's been running mad too. As Wike is melting down, he's also been so mental on social media. He's over 60 years old. He's older than Wike. Wike had to appoint him out of pity. Like he believes he does for everyone around him, out of pity, right? And the guy, I don't know those of you who followed him on Twitter, though, right? You should go and check it out. Now, the person responding to his craze is Fayose's brother, Isaac.
Hello, my reply to Lere Olayinka. You said Fayose, Ayo Fayose was the Fayose that they know in Nigeria, that if not Ayo Fayose, they won't know Isaac Fayose. Lere Olayinka, my father, Pa Olorunfemi, late Pa Olorunfemi Oluwayose, was the first Ekiti man to own a bookstore in the old western region, or just in Ibadan. Ekiti. Oh, that was old Ondo, Oyo, and his estate is there. You can still go and verify. And my brother went to Ekiti to go and build on what my father had done. Don't forget Governor Akeredolu's father, late governor of Ondo State father, used to be my own father's manager, Orilonishe bookstore. Don't forget that the richest man in Ekiti today, Afe Babalola, lived in my house before. Came to Ibadan through my father. He's still alive. You can ask him. My father didn't give birth to cobblers like you or data boys. He gave birth to good children. That was why Ayo Fayose was able to build on that name, say, I'm Fayose's son. And they said they embraced him and he was able to win. So I'm not in my house. We don't worship money. We don't worship people. We are not trained to worship people. We are trained to worship God. Your boss now that you are working with, Wike, he said his father, maybe he's alive or he's late, used to be managers of different companies, general manager. My own father, no be general manager. My own father, now founder of different, my late father was a founder of different companies. Ogilonishe bookstore, Ogilonishe estate, Ogilonishe industry, Ogilonishe this, Ogilonishe that. You can verify, you can ask your Oga. So you are free to change your name to Fayose since the name they trip you. Me, I be British trained. I grew up more in UK. People that are working as minister, governor, mayor, their servant leader is in Nigeria that we worship them. In my own country, school of thought, we don't worship any servant, public office holder because they are spending public money. Including you, your salary is based on me paying grand rent in Abuja. People like us that pay money, that's where you get your salary from. So go and do your findings where my papa was a great man. Great. That was why Ayo was able to be a governor. God bless you, Kobla.
Isaac was responding to, of course, Lere, Olayinka, and his boss, Rolls Royce, in case if some of you have lost the visual of with the Wike's phantom. I mean, phantom, I became 1.7 billion naira worth of automobile, one person. God damn it. Do you get that? People who were raised from money, right? They don't need all of that. They don't. In fact, if you see people raise the money in politics, it is believed that they are doing so out of guilt, so they want to give back. Even that itself is a lie, but I'm just saying. They won't carry themselves in such a way that they are the most important person in the room. Like I am the most. No. People will identify you. You see, your aura and all of that stuff will show that you are, you're a respectable man, not a thug with money, which is the case in that place. He said Tinubu rescued Nigeria from ruin. Same Tinubu that he's telling you, the same call who told you that Nigeria was going bankrupt. Is that not what they told you? They said Nigeria was going bankrupt. Tinubu increased his appointees' salaries, increased the salary of the service chiefs, increased the salaries of the judges by 120%. He bought himself a new Escalade, bought one for shitty man, bought himself a yacht, right? Bought himself a new private jet, presidential jet, built a 21 billion house for his vice. All of this within the first 1 year, within the first 1 year, right? And also increase the money they have been there, spending on Estaco, that is going jumping from one country to another, as usual, right? So that is the man that came to rescue you, that with the Wike, the criminal, building, what do you call that thing again? That's ICC hall, renovating a hall in Abuja for 39 billion naira. But they are helping you still, you know? They are. It's unfortunate though, you know? But people will be people, and they can always possibly continue to live in denial, be politically correct, just anything to defend them. But you also need to know who they are, what they are up to, and at the same time to understand how their actions actually affect you. It's important too. Sorry that I've just been talking there, right? So I've not been checking my phone. So the line is opened. Well, while we are waiting to take a first call, here is one problem that we barely talk about. This, if this incident happened, this morning, very early in the morning, when a grown adult, a grown man, will wake up from his house, drive down to several streets and go to other people's streets to start screaming, shouting them to accept Jesus at 5 a.m. in the morning. Oh dear.
Echigon this man warning several. Oh yeah, Hapobia. Biana my resident. Biana make him noise this morning. Echigon me a warning. The engineer me for video I know as a proof. In Afia, since after 5 o'clock in the morning. Go yeah, Biana the store boom na my house. They'll do motor. And they preach the word of God.
If we decide to give to Jesus,
because I will deal with him very soon.
We made up our mind to continue to be sin against God.
This is a young man who doesn't want to respect himself. Every morning, or Biabiana they stop our residents. Echigongi warning to stop coming here. He refused, or you refuse that, right? Columbus, Subia.
I assure you, if you decide today to give your life to Jesus, you shall be well received. In the name of Jesus.
You leave your own resident. Biana Bemmado. I think this in a street up or you don't want to talk. Yeah, it's all quite low. We go. Till this morning. Mona gige we fiscal combat no totwa. You got one contact here. I get work we are one case go no eba go di stay here. Nge tikwagi here no. Nga akokwagi. Nga akuligi no totwa. Ebi we ho sense. Okwi we street. Okwi we ebe. I politely came out here to warn you. You have your family, right? You have your family. This morning, no.
I mean, what is wrong with people? Every street you turn to, you see a church or mosque or both. And the people have had to kind of live like that. And sometimes some of them have built their life around all this noise pollution in the name of shouting and praying. However, how could you, right, leave your own space, drive down to other people's streets very early in the morning and start blasting speakers to wake them up to accept Jesus? The guy was nice, maybe because he was the one doing the recording. Because whatever gets me so mad to come outside to take care of that speaker will be possibly not useful for him or useful to him in another, it won't probably be useful to him anymore. But yeah, people who are screaming onto this Sky Daddy, left, right, and center. I accept this, I accept that, go to heaven. But they are most dark-hearted and evil from the same contraption, right? Finally. Kalu left St. Lucia yesterday. And guess where he headed? Brazil. That is a Rio in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro. Those who knows the relationship between this route, don't be alarmed if there is a leak or a scandal that will tell you that they might be using Nigeria's presidential jets to carry narcotics. Maybe they are using Nigeria presidential jets to carry cocaine. I am looking forward to that time very soon. Kolu, who has been in St. Lucia. I have a caller though. Please hang in there for me, my caller, if you can. Kolu, who has been in St. Lucia for about 7 days now. Courtesy of Shaguri Shaguri. Shaguri Shaguri, the honorary citizen of St. Lucia, the facilitator of this trip, that hand them scholarship for the people of the US, I believe they call them, why they have over 20 million out of school children in Nigeria. Tinubu is also right now working on a deal, on a project where they are sending doctors, teachers from Nigeria, like Kenya did, when they send their policemen to Haiti to go and do peacekeeping. Tinubu has already approved, the process is ongoing as you are watching this. He has approved that they should send doctors, nurses to St. Lucia, and Nigeria will be paying for them. So these guys will be working in St. Lucia, and Nigeria will be paying their salaries, courtesy of Shaguri Shaguri. What is Nigeria getting back from St. Lucia? That's what they're getting back. Surprise! Really? That is what Nigeria is getting, but that's enough. If you want to see expression of surprises from the people of St. Lucia, go on to St. Lucia on social media and you see how grateful they are. Like they are wowed. America, that is even closer to them, didn't even give them such offer. America. But that's Kolu. Then when it was done, he moved straight to Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil, where they are having the BRICS summit. You know those BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, BRICS country, right? So they are doing that in Brazil. So Tinubu, on his way to Brazil, Lord shadow me, Kolu, who was traveling with Ogun State Governor, Dubious Dapo, Sheriff Olori Borobo, or something, that's his name, I think. That Delta governor, what is his name again? Sheriff Olori Borobo or something, right? They traveled with Kolu from St. Lucia. When Kolu landed in Rio, they were there to welcome Kolu again. There is no real Brazil official welcoming this druggie, just for the record. And you know that they don't check diplomatic luggages. By the time those who are doing all this drug run and the rest of that with Tinubu and all of them on their different trips, the day something is going to bust, yeah, they say, oh, now, don't tell me that I'm projecting, when you look at the guys you are dealing with, you get that now? So nothing is off the table. Call you. I have a caller. Do I still have you there?
Yes.
Baba, see, I need your kind of patience. So when I grow up, you are such a very patient person. It's been like about 5 minutes. You've been there.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Sorry about that.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I was in the middle of saying something there. I was like, please wait. But here we are, Baba. How are you?
No, it's good for you for the explanation that you did for our people so that they will be knowing those thieves that is governing them, because these are a bunch of thieves. Mayogu, you have